Hello guys, I'm Stan and my websites on Webflow. Today I'm going to show how to improve your speed loading time of your web page if you have a lot of videos on your web page, for instance from Vimeo or YouTube. In this video we will use lazy loading approach, just HTML and JavaScript, and that's all. You can improve your page speed results on Google Speed platform. You can solve some kind of problems with your glitch animation, which doesn't work so well with a lot of videos on your page. So let's have a look how to do it. I will show what we are going to do. Here is the page. It has two videos, one of them from Vimeo and another one from YouTube. When we click at the button, a small animation starts, and only after that the video is starting to load on the page. Before this moment the video does not exist on the page. This can make our page speed much faster. This is how lazy loading working. It doesn't matter how many videos you have on the page. They do not affect on the website loading speed, because before you press the play button they simply do not exist on the page. For example, here is our page in Google Speed with lazy load, and here is exactly the same page without lazy load. The difference is 20%, even with only two videos on the page, with not very high quality and not very large size, just two simple videos. And it already affects on the page loading speed. For example, on the page where we used standard elements to load videos in Webflow without lazy loading, in Google Speed recommendations we see the messages about the videos, which affects on the speed, and Google Speed gives recommendation to fix it. But on the page where we used lazy loading, there are no such recommendations, and the speed is almost 20% higher, even on mobile. So lazy loading is very useful if your page has a lot of videos and animations and you need to improve your speed of the page. Now let's go to the Webflow and look at our structure. We will have a div with the class page wrap, and inside it main wrap. Inside main wrap we create a section called section Vimeo. It will have no styles, we just name it. In this section we add a div. This will be our container with the class container. This container have the following styles: horizontal, margins, auto, then add horizontal paddings and vertical paddings too. For sizes I'm using variables. There my pixels are already converted to rem, so I can work more easy in the flow and quickly understand what pixel size I used here. I also add a maximum width for the container, also using variables for that. Inside the container I create a wrapper called video wrap. Flex horizontal aligned to the center with 100%, height auto, ratio 16:9, position relative. Inside video wrap I add a block with the class video play. It will also have horizontal flex with center position, with 100%, overflow hidden, ratio 16:9, position absolute, that index to border radius 12 pixels, cursor pointer so the user can see they're hovering over the button. Inside video play create an embed with the class video embed icon. Inside this embed add the code. You can find this code in the guide on GitHub. Just copy it from there and paste it into our embed. Give this embed next following styles: flex horizontal, centered, width and height, position relative, z index 2, background color blue and border radius 6 pixels. Add an image for cover our video, which we will show before the video loads. Give this image the class video image, width and height 100%, subject fit cover, position absolute, that index 1, border radius 12 pixels. Then we need to add a video loading animation. This animation will be shown while the video is loading on the page. It's for a good UI experience. You can download this Lottie animation file from GitHub. Just follow this link and save the file in JSON format, or copy the code here and save it through your code editor. After that, add the Lottie file to a flow. Give it the class video Lottie. Set display none, because this element will appear only after the button is clicked. Width and height 55 pixels. Position absolute, that index 2. Next to video play, add the embed with the class video embed. Inside there will be the Vimeo code with the data video ID attribute. The ID you can find at the end of the Vimeo video link when you export this video from Vimeo. The embed will have the following styles: width 100, height auto, overflow hidden, border radius 12 pixels, position relative, that index 1. For YouTube section, everything is almost the same. I will only change the section name, and I also have a different class for the iframe YouTube player. And of course we will use a different ID which we can find in the end of the YouTube video link right after the equals sign in the link. That's all, the structure is ready. Let's move to our script. Copy the script from our GitHub guide. Let me explain what happens in this script. Here I used a forEach method. The script finds the video play elements and the frames where the Vimeo and YouTube files are loaded. If the video play button is clicked, the script runs and checks the data video ID attributes. Depending on which class the frame has, the right script is applied. This part for Vimeo and this one for YouTube. Below is the part with the animation. This animation works next way. I also used forEach method for every video wrap, which is higher than all other elements. When you click on each separate video wrap, an animation starts for each video. This code moves the video element above all other elements and gives it that index free. This is important so nothing blocks our video. Then the display block style is added to the Lottie element to show the video loading animation, and display none for the play icon element. Our image is also animated. For smoothness, I added transition. I also added little transparency to show that the click event happened, and I make our image a bit smaller with scale to avoid cases when our image goes a little bit over the edge of the video frame. At the end, after 20 seconds from the click, I delete this image. This 20 seconds delay is made so we remove the video only after it has fully loaded on the page. On some devices, the internet can be slower, take more time for the video to start playing. Usually 5 seconds is enough. This is how the lazy loading approach works. Put a like below and subscribe on me. And if you need to show how this lazy loading approach works with Play library, for instance, please comment me below on this video and I will record this video for you. Goodbye.